Margie, and I would like to start today by welcoming you to my kitchen. I've made some waffles, and I want to show you how I did that. So I'll be back in a moment to get started. The very first thing that you want to do when making waffles is to heat up your waffle iron. And that's what I'm doing here. I just plugged it in, and for me, when this orange light goes off, it should be ready to use. I will have the recipe at the bottom, so if you look down below where it says more info, you'll see that. And I will tell you what is in it as I go along, but the ingredients will be below. What I'm doing here is I'm sifting flour. I just take a lot of flour and I sift it into a bowl, and then I'm going to take 2 cups of flour from that. Then 1 tablespoon of sugar. A half a teaspoon of salt. And I always mark my containers because I work with other people in my kitchen sometimes, so I want to make sure they know what they're working with, and we did have a problem one time, that's why I started doing that. And 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. So I take a little wire whisk and I just like to blend all that together. And we're going to take 2 eggs and we're going to separate the yolks from the white. I take just a knife and I tap it toward the bottom of the egg so it gives it a straight line. Then I just pull it apart. Being sure that you don't get any of the yolk into the white, because if you do, then the egg whites won't beat up properly. Now we're going to whip these egg whites up. I like to use an egg beater because it's so much fun, but you can use an electric beater as well. So that's very nice, nice soft peak. We're going to be folding these into the batter. So I have 1 cup of milk, which I've warmed up in the microwave just to take the chill off. And this is 4 tablespoons of butter. So what I'm going to do is combine my wet ingredients. In with my dry. Don't beat it to death, just combine it nicely. You don't have to get every one of the little lumps out. Using a fork helps because it's kind of like it has this, the tines have little separations in it to help a little bit. And you want to have this is a rubber scraper, because that's how we're going to combine the egg whites. Now I'm going to bring my egg whites in with my batter and just fold them in very gently. Okay, so now I've folded them in. So now the green light is on. Actually, the orange light didn't go off. I guess that just means it's plugged in. So the green light is on, so that's go. So we can go ahead and make our waffles. Now this is very hot, so be careful. Always have it on a surface that won't get burned. First thing I do is I like to take some melted butter, just a little bit of melted butter, and brush my grill, brush my iron. I'm using a little brush here that doesn't mind the heat. And I'm going to take a cup measure, well, any kind of measure that you want, and I'm just going to pour some on my griddle. You don't have to make them really big. Just don't make them so big that they come out the side. So we'll try that side to see what happens. What you're going to notice is steam coming out from around the griddle. And that's what you want to watch for when the waffles are done, is that steam is going to start to slow down, because they're going to start to get a little drier inside and they're going to bake. Now the steam is slowing down, so it's almost ready. Take a look at it. We're going to take a look at it. I take a fork, and that's nicely done.